Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson addressed the shootings that killed one teen and injured 8 others.
There's now a cash reward being offered to find the gunman. Judy is live with the details on that for us. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. There were no reports of any issues during last night's Mag Mile Lights Festival. CPD had doubled the number of officers assigned to the event here. Police made a total of 18 arrests for Friday night's shootings, those 2 shootings which happened in the Loop. This morning, there is no word from police as to whether they have identified any of those people taken into custody as the shooters in those incidents. The fatal shooting occurred at Dearborn and Adams at about 10:30 Friday near Federal Plaza. Police found a 14-year-old boy who had been shot multiple times. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office identifies him as Armani Floyd. An 18-year-old man was injured. This happened hours after the Christmas tree lighting. There were also large crowds downtown for the open.
14 and shot multiple times. It's a crazy world we live in, y'all.
Opening weekend of the Chris Kindle Market. Police have not disclosed if they believe this was connected to the shooting at State and Randolph. 7 teenagers ages 13 to 17 were wounded near the Chicago Theater. A so-called teen takeover had been advertised on social media. The 18 arrests for both incidents were for battery, disorderly conduct, weapons violations. 5 guns were recovered. Mayor Brandon Johnson called the incidents a setback. 700 more officers were on duty downtown Friday. Johnson acknowledged clearly it was not enough.
Our young people have to understand that they should not attend these unauthorized events that have been advertised on social media. I'm the first person to recognize that we have more work to do in this city to provide safe spaces for our young people. But these types of violent gatherings can never be an alternative, nor can they be normalized.
Chicago police had been keeping track of social media for several days. CPS was even alerted to encourage students not to participate in the teen takeover. Cook County Crime Stoppers is offering a $10,000 reward for information that helps police find the shooter or shooters in these cases. On the Mag Mile, Judy Wang, WGN News.
Judy.
More large crowds are expected in downtown.
Absolutely crazy. $10,000 reward for this suspect. So let's get over into it. We got more newer details.
More large crowds are expected in downtown Chicago as many people begin to celebrate the holiday season. Now, along with the festive mood, there are some concerns about safety after 2 shootings here in the Loop, one that claimed the life of a teenager. An increased presence of Chicago police is visible in the Loop tonight after 2 separate shootings leave a teen dead and some holiday revelers alert but not concerned.
Can't really do much about it. I'm just going to go out, live my life, not going to stay in the house all day.
The shootings happened Friday night after the city held its official Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Shots rang out just before 10 p.m., just steps away from the ABC 7 State Street studios. Police say they spotted a large crowd on the sidewalk in the 100 block of North State Street near the Chicago Theater when gunfire erupted and the crowd scattered.
It is, quite frankly, frustrating and quite upsetting when this type of violence takes place.
The mayor says city officials got wind of some social media posts about a possible teen takeover downtown and had been working for the last few days to try to stop it from happening.
There was a communication that was delivered to CPS to encourage young people not to participate in these unauthorized gatherings.
7 teens ranging in age from...
What is that going to do? You need more officers. At the end of the day, it sounds like you need more officers. If there's more officers you can break up all that.
13 to 17 were shot. Most are listed in good or fair condition. A separate shooting near Dearborn and Monroe, a 14-year-old boy was killed and an 18-year-old was wounded. Community violence interrupter Pastor Donovan Price says teens need supervision, especially in large crowds.
Bring some family with you. Bring mom, bring auntie, bring somebody with you, bring an adult with you, and just watch out and be careful. We're praying for you.
The violence comes as a lot of people venture back downtown for the Chris Kendall Market and the Magnificent Mile Lights Festival.
Even though we had an incident downtown yesterday that was very unfortunate, nothing can stop me from coming to celebrate our city, the holidays, and lighting up Michigan Avenue.
Authorities say 18 people were arrested for curfew violations and various assaults. Chicago police plan on deploying an additional 300 officers on top of the already 700 assigned to cover weekend festivities. City officials say they are continuing.
But you got to remember, y'all, they already don't have enough officers. So if they're taking officers away from another part of the city, more things are going to happen everywhere else. You got to hire more officers. You got to put that in the budget. More police officers. At least that's my thinking. Let me know if you disagree with me. But it is crazy. Now let's get over into the most recent video that they released talking about the images that they released about the suspect.
New and big developments this morning in Friday night's deadly shooting of a 14-year-old in the Loop.
Chicago police just releasing a photo of a person of interest. Our Darius Johnson is live in the Loop right now with what we know so far this morning. Darius, what can you tell us?
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to the both of you. We're actually live directly across the street from where that crime scene was on Friday night. And Chicago police sent out a photo just after 1 o'clock this morning as they continue working to learn exactly who shot and killed 14-year-old Armani Floyd. Take a look. Here is that photo that Chicago police released. It shows a man in a gray jacket with a hood who also has on a purple Nike tracksuit and black Air Force Ones. It appears this image was captured from an officer's body-worn camera. Chicago police say Floyd was shot and killed near Adams in Dearborn around 10:30 Friday night. He was part of a group of teens in the Loop that night, and this was the second shooting after 7 others were hurt in a separate shooting outside the Chicago Theater just 1 hour before. City officials say social media posts started to circulate online about a large teen gathering.
You never know where a camera is. They got him upping the gun and all. Let's back it up a tad bit.
7 others were hurt in a separate shooting outside the Chicago Theater just 1 hour before. City officials say social media posts started to circulate online about a large teen gathering. Alderman William Hall now wants social media companies to be forced to remove those posts if the city flags them. Take a look once again. This is that photo Chicago police released overnight. This image of a person of interest. If you recognize him, you are asked to reach out to Area 3 detectives or submit an anonymous tip. Back out here live this morning as detectives continue working to learn exactly who killed that 14-year-old. The community continues to honor and remember Floyd. Later today, a group of basketball players who once trained with that 14-year-old will hold a Thanksgiving dinner in his memory. We're live in
14 years old. Life ended. Life ended. It's absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic. Now let's get over into this news article. Zoom in or something. We'll zoom in a little bit. So, just talking more about it, the CPD released a new photo of the person of interest that killed the 14-year-old. So, Chicago police released a new photo and a video of the person of interest in Friday's deadly shooting that left a 14-year-old dead. Police photos and surveillance video released early Wednesday morning shows a man in a purple hooded sweatshirt and gray hooded jacket walking around the South Dearborn Street Friday night. So as you see, we got different images. What we've seen, yep, him actually upping. Photo was released as part of the community alert from the police. So about 10:40 p.m. Friday, officers responded to a call of a person shot and found 2 people who had been struck by gunfire. One victim was later identified as 14-year-old Amiri Floyd and was shot multiple times and transported to a nearby hospital where he was later pronounced dead. A second victim, identified as an 18-year-old, was shot in the leg and last listed in serious condition, the police said. Officials said that gunfire was one of 2 separate shootings that erupted during what was referred to as a teen takeover on Friday. One of the shootings prompted a large police response outside the busy Chicago Theater. In the wake of the shooting, ALD Brian Hopkins written a newsletter calls to establish a place and time dependent curfew. Chicago currently has a 10 p.m. curfew in place for minors. We can invest in our young people while also protecting our neighborhoods from riots. He said curfews may have protected the victims by preventing them from being on the street at night. Yeah, but people who want to, teens who want to commit crimes are going to be outside. They're not going to care. Both downtown shootings happened before 10 p.m., which is the curfew time Hopkins is pushing for. So it happened. Both shootings happened before the curfews. Mayor Brandon Johnson held a press conference Saturday morning after the shooting, saying the incident like last night set us back as a city and evoked fear. I recognize this feeling like an emotional whiplash after this incredible celebration last night, where thousands of people gathered, Chicagoans who were enjoying our tree lighting ceremony. Thousands of Chicagoans came to express their love for our city. Johnson, discussing the spat of gun violence, blasted what he referred to as unsanctioned after gatherings and called on adults to do their best to accompany young people at such community gatherings. At the end of the day, parents got to have a greater reign on their children. You can't have slap on the wrist that they start. Slap on the wrist, even if they're young and they're committing these crimes, send them to jail so they learn their punishment. I don't think the curfew is going to help because if criminals, it's going to keep some people in, so it might keep the victims down. But if someone wants to commit a crime, especially as a teen, if they was already planning to commit a crime, what's it just running from or breaking curfew? It's not going to do anything. But that is the most updated stuff on the Chicago Loop shooting. We got to pray, like always, we got to pray for the family of the little boy who died. I wonder if that 18-year-old who was shot, if he will pull through. They said it was in serious condition. But it's a crazy world, y'all. It's a crazy world. What do y'all think? Now, Chicago's already going through a lot of stuff because, one, they don't have the budget for more police officers. And they're going to have to pull more to be in these areas. So that just opens up more areas for criminals to act in. At least that's my thinking. But let me know your thoughts, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a crazy world, and we got to review the world together. We have to review the world together. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to like and subscribe.